Okay, first things first, ignore the fan, it's really hot in here and I'm hot. Second of all, I put a post up on my YouTube channel asking what video you guys wanted to see next. Well, we're doing not that. Okay, I'm sorry, it's just that a series of way too specific things have happened to me for me to not make into a YouTube video. I'm sure you've all heard of the cult classic film Legally Blonde. I watched it for the first time a couple weeks ago and I was hooked. Instantly. It's my new favorite movie. It's my it's the Die Hard to my Jake. Yeah, if I'm being honest, the only reason I really watched it is because I kept getting the first song from the musical stuck in my head. I don't know how, but whatever. So after I watched the movie, I listened to the whole musical. I also had to listen to it because Christian Borle's in it and I was... Basically, I'm autistic and that's why I watched the movie and then listened to the musical. But I really like the musical. The songs are all super catchy, it has Christian Borle, they're super upbeat and happy, Christian Borle's in it. Did I mention Christian Borle's in it? Yeah, Christian Borle's in it. So naturally, I started listening to the soundtrack a lot more, particularly on the way to and from work. So one night, I was on my way home from work, and this was the night before my graduation party. And I live in a very rural area where there's a lot of animals. So picture this. I'm going down the road, there's a couple cars in front of me, and on the side of the road, there's a deer looking for a chance to go. So I start to slow down just a bit in order so that I can still go, but not make the deer feel scared. So right as I'm slowing down, the deer jumps in front of my car, and I don't brake fast enough. So I end up hitting the deer, and this poor deer starts starfishing down the road like a beach ball, and I'm horrified. I screamed at the top of my lungs, and since there were other cars behind me, it's not like I could just pull over. So I'm screaming, I'm crying, I'm horrified. I love animals. I've never wanted to hunt animals. I've never wanted to kill animals in any way, shape, or form. For God's sake, I have 8 cats, 3 dogs, and 12 chickens. So I immediately call my mom. Oh, it looks like my phone's ringing. Hello? So I eventually find this little, crack shack area to pull over by, and I'm still sobbing incoherently. My entire family came in the car to come pick me up because I was so distraught and destroyed. 2 members of my family went to go check on the deer to see if it was okay, while my mom drove me home. And the reason they went to check on the deer is because my car was fine. There weren't any dents, there wasn't any blood or fur on it. And I mean, I was alive and well. Well, I mean, I was sobbing and I wished I was dead, but you know. And from what they told me, the deer was gone. Wasn't on the side of the road dead anywhere. So I don't know what happened to it. And I know they were telling the truth because 2 days later, I went on that same road again and the deer was gone. And you might be thinking, well, what does that have to do with Legally Blonde? I was listening to the song Blood in the Water when I hit the deer. And now whenever I listen to that song, I get a primal fear in the back of my mind that the ghost of that deer is gonna come back and kill me. Okay, not to that extent, but I still feel uncomfortable. And obviously I didn't tie those 2 things together, that Legally Blonde plus me driving was a bad thing, not until the second incident. Once again, I was back on my way home from work. I was about 15 minutes away from home. I was listening to either Ireland or Ireland Reprise, I don't remember. And I am driving perfectly. There's other cars beside me, behind me, in front of me. You know, it's just a normal drive. I'm listening to the soundtrack, boogieing down, and then lights start flashing behind me. Cop lights. And my heart drops to my feet. And all I could think of was, fuck, I'm gonna get arrested, what did I do? So I eventually find a place to pull over, cop pulls over behind me, and he comes up to my window, and I roll it down, and I'm about to start crying. All he says is, hi. And I start saying, hi, I'm so sorry, I don't know what I did wrong, but I'm so sorry, I don't. And he says to me, calm down. Do you know why I pulled you over? And I need to explain something first. When I was first getting my driver's license, I was taught by my driver's ed teacher to never answer that question honestly. Always say, I don't know. Because for all you know, he could have pulled you over because you're a wanted criminal. But you think he pulled you over because he was going over the limit. So if you answer, because I'm a wanted criminal, and he didn't already know that, he's gonna arrest you for being a wanted criminal and also for going the limit or whatever I said. And I mean, I didn't know, so it wasn't a lie. I didn't know why he pulled me over. I was going the limit, I was doing everything okay, I was keeping a safe distance. And he tells me it's because my left taillight was out. I wasn't in trouble, but he had to let me know. He just had to take my insurance, check my driver's license, and everything was fine. And everything was fine. So after that, I carried on my journey home. Once again, I called my mom, hysterically crying and panicking. Oh, my phone is ringing once again. I should answer. So now I don't listen to Legally Blonde in the car anymore, lest I crash into someone. And I understand that I could have been listening to anything and that stuff probably still would have happened, but I think it's the fact that I automatically connected Legally Blonde with driving that made me think, okay, only bad things happen when I listen to Legally Blonde in the car. So I'm not gonna listen to Legally Blonde in the car anymore. Which sucks, because I love the musical. For God's sake, I have one of the songs stuck in my head right now. What you want? So for now, I think I'll just stick to listening to podcasts and other non-Legally Blonde show tunes. So yeah, that's what this video was. My Legally Blonde curse. This was just too specific and hilarious of a thing to not make into a video before my autistic video. So that's gonna come out after this one. I don't know when, but it's gonna come out. Thank you for watching, thank you for listening to me ramble, and I hope you have a lovely day.